Hey y'all, Disobey. And today I want to touch on immediately something we were talking about yesterday. I want to fix it up. That huge number. I was saying yesterday reality flickers in and out that many times a second. And that's like technically true, like physically speaking, like about lights and stuff like that, but like it's better, it's more appropriate to say, I think I said yesterday, like generating, degenerating, generating, degenerating. But to help us, think about it like something like water, like freezing, melting, freezing, melting, freezing, melting, freezing, melting, that many times a second, you guys. Because that's what's going on here, okay? There isn't anything flickering off or on anywhere. It's always that which is, but it's really more. Think of like a computer model of like a shape, like how they like go in, like they completely like generate themselves, right? Like they make all like a screensaver or something like that, like a computer model. But think about it like that. Like that's what reality's doing. Like every second, it's like freezing, melting, freezing, melting. And I was also thinking for understanding the dimensions, like the plenum void is synonymous to the single luminous pulsating black photon, is synonymous to awareness being, pure awareness being. And the plenum void would be zero-dimensional. 0D is the plenum void, the 0 point. 0D. 1D, one dimension, the first dimension, is vector consciousness. Just the I, your I, that I that you've known your whole life, that rooted thought. That's actually the thing that go study Nisargadatta Maharaj right now. This is that I that he's going to ask you to move past. He's always asking you to move past that I. This is that I right here, that like initial thought. That is you, because you're not this body and you're not your mind. And this isn't separate. This is all in the mind. This is all mental activity, right? Mentation, consciousness, not physicality, not material. So, understanding dimensions, everybody's one dimension, 1D, 0D is the plenum void. Once you get to that one dimension, sure, we might have our own unique, separate, eternal vantage point, right? Our own unique separate eye, our own unique dermal papillae within the jet black skin of the polar bear. But guys, this is still clinging. This is why Nisargadatta Maharaj is asking you to move past that. And this is why Anandamaya Ma just recognizes herself as Brahman, as that little girl. She always would refer to herself as this little girl or whatever. That's what she's talking about. She would refer to herself as Brahman. Ramakrishna saw Kali everywhere he went. Nisargadatta Maharaj asked you to move past the I. Ramana Maharshi asked you, he got you to the I and then asked you to move past the I too. That I is beautiful, and it's the most amazing thing, but guys, we gotta let go of that, because that's not foundational, fundamental, absolute truth. Absolute truth is that each and every one of us belong to that ground of being, okay? Each and every one of us collapse back into the plenum void, okay? Because this is not a physical universe of stuff out there. It's not. It's not. It's a conscious, holographic, virtual, realistic qualia show. If you need to help you, it's a conscious, holographic, virtual, realistic light show, but that's still not entirely proper. Conscious, holographic, virtual, realistic qualia show is much better. Because I think I said it yesterday. Imagine if, let's not even get into multiverses or anything like that. Let's just stick to the universe, our universe. If every single being in our universe at the exact moment, for a thought experiment, let's just say, I know it would never happen, I understand that, but it's a thought experiment. If every single being in our universe had a void seizure at the exact same time, there wouldn't be a world, a universe out here. It would collapse back into the 0 point. Everything would collapse back in because you are the sun, you are the moon. There isn't a moon separate from you. You render that moon in your Vigner's friend. You are Vigner's friend, and you render that moon every time you observe that moon. Everything else is in a fluid state of superposition consciousness, okay? Superfluid consciousness, essentially, okay? Until it is collapsed and observed, and it's not entirely collapsed. Mathematically, it's 0.0001% not collapsed, okay? And that's making room for the 5D, and 6D to 11D is how the atoms and stuff like that are made, the molecule, the particles and all that. Like, it's the inner workings of the math of the inner consciousness. Like, that's way out of my league. That's all math and arithmetic. That has nothing to do with me. But everything not being entirely collapsed, because it's still 0.0001%, is what the miracles that we hear about, you guys, from like Jesus and the people from India doing cities and stuff like that. Like, that's what that means, you guys, because this isn't a physical world. This is a unbelievable world, you guys. It really is. It's wild. So it's mind-blowing. Mind-blowing doesn't even begin to describe it, okay? This is an energy world, not a solid world. I mean, honestly, dude, honestly, like, as soon as you think of anything being stagnant or solid or, like, being, like, permanent in any way, you're, like, kind of, like, defying Marie Curie. Like, maybe I'm not smart enough, but, like, right away, like, how can something be, you know what I mean? Like, so, I don't know, but, like, just right away, like, and they do stupid stuff like this, you guys, because they completely avoid John von Neumann and stuff like that. Like, any materialist, dude, honestly, like, I hate to make a joke like this, but it's kind of like religious people. Like, some religious people are totally strict and good by their code, and, like, they live by it. And I respect that. As much as I don't believe it's true, I respect that, because you're sticking to your word. You're sticking to your guns. You're sticking to your belief. Great. But there are some people who, like, call themselves religious, and, like, they don't follow any of the rules. And it's like, bro, you're not religious. Calling yourself that makes you feel better, but you're not actually like that. Like, you're not. And I know that because these people like Sean Carroll, Neil deGrasse Tyson, Dave Farnia, all these people, they say follow the rules, stick to the math. You have to use logic. They set up the game. They literally set up the game for us and make us go to school and get educated and stuff like that. And then they just completely disobey the rules. Whenever it doesn't work for them, they just, oh, no. Because, guys, when you realize that you are the conscious observer that John von Neumann and Eugene Wigner literally proved, and then Gödel also proved is needed for... John von Neumann and Eugene Wigner literally mathematically proved a conscious observer is necessary to collapse the wave function, and Kurt Gödel proved that no formal system can ever complete itself. So, guys, the game is that they're running around teaching us formal systems, like physics and stuff. This is... Guys, I'm disproving physics. I'm shredding it apart right here. Shredding it. Like, there's no... Like, I'm not saying it's not true. It's what's making this technology. But it's representation. It's not fundamental. Think about it like this. Like, did our hunter-gatherers ancestors have math? No, bro. They were life. Okay? Because I don't know if I asked you this. I'm taking take 2, so it might have been in my last video. Have you ever felt alive? In any way? Exhilarated in any way? Have you? Good or bad? Okay. Because if you have, that is truth. Now, it's phenomenally relative in its past. You're not still feeling that. Maybe you remembered it when I brought it up, but that has probably now passed too again, because everything's phenomenally relative, so everything's changing. Everything's radiating in decay, like Marie Curie proved. But then everything's putting itself back together with Hendrik Lorentz. He's the transformation. He's the proof that everything is transformed back. But the point is that exhilaration means nothing at the end of the day in physicalism, materialism, and scientism, except for survival or productivity and capitalism. Do you understand what I'm saying? In quantum idealism, that exhilaration, guys, is everything, for better or worse. And if it's not everything because it's phenomenally relative, it is on the road to everything, because the next action you take from that exhilaration leads to the next moment, leads to the next moment, leads to the next moment, leads to where you are now. Do you see what I'm saying? So it does matter in quantum idealism, and it matters because even more because in materialism, scientism, and physicalism, at the end of your life, this all goes away, and it never was. It's annihilation, absolute. Well, that's not true for quantum idealism. You are life itself. Life is conscious-based. Sorry, not even life. Reality is consciousness-based. It is not physically based. So, you are that consciousness. You are the magic itself, okay? So, you aren't going anywhere. So, every fucking thing you think and do literally matters. That's why the monks don't do a lot, you guys. That's why they meditate all day. Because they're chilling in the fucking plenum void all fucking day, and they don't do a lot. They sweep here and there and eat a few things and laugh with each other and enjoy every now and then some flavorful food. Because you guys, this is infinite, okay? You're not going anywhere. This is all there is and all there'll ever be. That's why you and I need to treat each other better, because we're not going anywhere. We haven't gone anywhere, and we're not going anywhere. Just things change. Things change right now. As you've watched this video, 12 minutes as of this moment, right now, have gone by, and you'll never get those 12 minutes back. But it doesn't matter, because 12 minutes aren't real in infinity. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's why time isn't real. It's just a tracker keeper. It just keeps track of things. Time is just like a fucking Rolodex. It's like a file cabinet. Like, oh, this is my time cabinet. Like, it's not real. It's helpful. Do you see what I'm saying? You are real. Not time, not space, not physicality. The representation is real, absolutely, and that's what we're going through. We're going through the dimensions right now. And remember, it's not flickering like a light. It's more like this, but that many zeros a time. Okay, that many times a second. Okay, it's you can't think about it. And guys, guess what? That's not even a lot. Donald Hoffman says we got gypped. Like, he says he says if we got he says the number we got is a small cheap headset. Like, if it was like 30 or 40, 100 or 1,000 or million or whatever number he says, he's like, or billion maybe even, he's like, then I'd be impressed. But because guys, you have to remember, we don't see anything. Like, we see our senses literally pick up 1% of reality, not even, okay? So that's what Hoffman is saying, is that within our frame of understanding reality, our devices, there's energy and readings of what's going on here, you guys, that we can't even get a hold of, okay? So, never mind the shit that, we need instruments to see, like ultraviolet and infrared, because that's what the dark matter and the dark energy is and stuff like that, and that's what the other dimensions are. So dark energy is more like time. It's the expansion. It's the plenum void trying to see how much it can stretch itself, right? Like, it's trying to see how much of Cantor's infinity it can take. You know what I'm saying? It's like, let's breathe out another breath, baby. This is a good time. And yeah, I know there's a lot of suffering, but guys, life is it's a celebration. It really is. When you study this stuff, it's a celebration, guys. It's a good time. It's It's a mixture of Buddhist simplicity and Shaivist rejoice, okay? It really is. It so is. We make way too much of a big fucking deal out here, and we care way too much about material consumeristic things. And power. What is the saying? I know quite a few sayings, but this one, I should know this one. Power corrupts, but absolute power corrupts absolutely, or something like that. Yeah, guys, 100% true. So, back to the dimensions. So, 4D is, like the dark energy, like, trying to, it's expanding. So, there's nowhere for it to go, though, you know? It's all a 0 point. This is just a divine play. 5D is, again, the 0.0001% possibility. And dark matter is like all the shit that like you hear about in like near-death experiences. It's all the thoughts we're thinking right now. Because guys, remember, 0 dimension is what we all collapse back into, the plenum void. 1 dimension is vector consciousness. It's the I. It's the dermal papillae. It's thought after thought after thought after thought. It has length. It can be a quick thought, a big thought, you know. 2D is essentially what that dark matter is. It's all the potential that hasn't been expressed into the 3D yet. And that's why I like to call that the Hawking field. Or the, you know, because it's like right there at that, he found that surface area of information. Because you're that black fucking hole, okay? So, must for me remain as a book sealed with 7 seals. This is so truly the case. So the 2D also, like, to connect it back to the 1D for yourself is connected to your eternal vantage point, which is your mind stream, which is all your karma, which is all of every action and every thought you've ever done. Yeah, that shit matters, guys, okay? That's why they're all about getting clean minds. And believe me, don't be like worrying about being a sinner or anything. That's like what the Christians like plague you with. As long as you have pure, like, a good intention in life, that's all that matters. Your mind will, it might take a long time. Like, guys, I don't have a pure mind. Are you kidding me? Absolutely not. Like, no. I am not a saint. I am not a yogi. I am not a mystic. I am nothing. I am an absolute drunk, shithead, nobody failure in life, okay? I do not have a pure mind, but I have a much purer mind than I had before. Absolutely, you guys. Like, if you compared this body mind compared to the body mind of 5 or 6 years ago, it would be 2 completely different people. So, it's not about trying to be a saint. That's foolish. Just be you. Like, be the best you can be. Like, that's all that really matters. And just love life and love yourself and love your neighbor and love your family and love the people that upset you and that you hate the most because they are you, okay? And right, that's why this shit matters, guys, because it's real life. When you observe the world through quantum idealism, your mindset is a part of the 2D world, okay? So I can tell you, and remember in that last video, I told you, like, it's like trying to get a hold of that vortex, okay? I was thinking really not nihilistically, materialistically before, then I got a little too spiritual, then I had to get right back here, okay? Right in the middle. And, guys, I can tell you that, like, you know, if I'm being honest, yeah, I'd take the woo-woo spiritual mindset a little bit more for sure than the nihilistic one, but that's still not proper because you're still living in a daydream, dude. You need to get here now, and you need to be love now, okay? That's the only thing that matters. There isn't anything outside of you, okay? There isn't another realm to go to. There isn't anything that's not you, that's not here now. You just aren't aware of it, okay? Think about it like that. All of potential is right. You have the entire potential of right now. Your pure being, your purest being, go look up these two people right now. Has the potentiality of I always mess the name up. Maha Avatar Babaji and Padmasambhava. Go look those two names up. They come up as like almost essentially mythical. But when you understand what's going on here, guys, you start to question, is Padmasambhava really mythical? Or is there some shit going on here that we don't know about, okay? So that's what I'm trying to tell you, is that you have all of possibilities in front of you right now. Literally, mathematically. Cantor fucking proves it. You're one of Wigner's friends. Von Neumann vouches for you. Cantor, after Von Neumann vouches for you and you find out you're one of Wigner's friend, Cantor walks up to you and goes, bro, just to let you know, all of infinity is right here. And you go, what? Like, what? And I'm pretty sure it was a materialist who said this. But, like, one of the greatest quotes I ever heard around Cantor was like, no one shall take the freedom that Cantor gave us, or something like that. And I'm pretty sure it was like a materialist who said that. But dude, when you take that quote and you apply it to quantum idealism, and you understand what Cantor was talking about, that, guys, numbers are so fake. Numbers are so fake. I don't need anything more than Cantor to go, your numbers are bullshit. Your numbers are bullshit. Because, dude, you can't even get from 1 to 0 without conceding. You have to concede. You have to literally concede to Cantor. You have to go, okay, Cantor, I don't have time for this. I need to literally keep track of some numbers real quick, okay? I need to get to 1. If I can't even get to 1, then I can't live in society. I can't count my money. I can't read the temperature when it goes up. I can't do anything. I can't use numbers if I can't even get from 0 to 1. Cantor literally, if as soon as you start counting from 0, 1, Cantor stops you. He goes, whoa, hold on. You literally have an infinite amount of infinities in front of you. Can you really he's essentially he's a reverse troll, right? Because you, instead of trolling you, Cantor's trolling you in a positive way. Because Cantor's saying, bro, let go of these numbers. You are infinite. The numbers are tracking, they're keeping, they're for source handling, like, you know, like, I gotta file this. Like, that's all that numbers are good for. That's all that language is good for. That's all that logic is good for. Guys, I love logic. I don't even do philosophy anymore. Fuck philosophy. Fuck philosophy. Fuck your opinion at this point in the game. Fuck your opinion. Fuck my opinion. That's why I don't have an opinion. My opinion just happened to be where the end of the road met because I needed truth or I was going to die. Okay? And I'm not saying that I hold the truth. No, I just found shit that the Buddhists found out years ago. I found out shit that Jesus found out. I found out shit that fucking Max Planck and Erwin Schrödinger were right at the cusp of. Do you see what I'm saying? It's truth. It's you. It's nothing I did. It's stuff that Bernardo Castro, Donald Hoffman, Federico Fagin are doing right fucking now, okay? But you're being lied to. Every single day, someone tells you that their math, logic, numbers, language, symbols are the end of the road. They're not. I love logic. I don't think I finished this before. I love logic. I've given up philosophy. Look, I love Kant. But Kant, he was so close. I love Kant, but he still had the phenomenon, the noumena. He was a dualistic idealist. Okay? That was my sweaty ankle. I love logic. I really do, because it's their rules. It's the teacher's rules. It's the people who make the rules. My whole life I've always been told, you're being unreasonable, you're being irrational, you're being illogical. Oh, am I? Am I really being fucking illogical? Come to find out, actually, I've been right my whole fucking life, more or less. In a way, that sounds very egotistical. I'm just saying that I followed my heart, listened to my gut, had an open mind, and carried a moral compass my whole life. And I never backed down when someone told me I was wrong. I had to find out the hard way. Do you see what I'm saying? But that's because I still followed my heart and listened to my gut. My gut told me to drink. My gut, it was like, dude, just, what are you gonna, like, it, at the same time, my innermost being was like, this is wrong, this is not fun, this is awful, but part of me was like, dude, fuck this life. All I know is fuck everything, fuck everybody. I don't give a flying fuck. So, like, what am I gonna do? Just drink. At least I like it, right? Like, but, dude, yeah, like, it's, there, what I'm trying to say about logic is that even to be logically consistent, at the end of the road of logical consistency, you have to look back. Let's say Cantor. Oh, and Gödel. They're waiting right there at the edge. They're gonna jump with you, but right at that black hole, Cantor and Gödel. They're all there, but just for fuck's sake, Cantor and Gödel, look back, and you look back at them, and you're ready to jump into Gödel's completeness, because what you're about to jump into is the plenum void, is awareness being, is the single luminous pulsating black photon, and that's what completes Gödel's incompleteness theorem. It's what stands out of any formal system. It's infinite potential expressed. Cantor. Infinite. So, before we get too far, I wanted to see if I could... Okay, so I have some notes here I was just going through. So we're just taking Tesla's think in terms of frequency, energy, and vibration, and we're just modulating it a little bit, and that's one of the words. We're changing it a little bit. So, think in terms of frequency, pulsation, energy, and modulation. I think it's better said, think in terms of frequency, energy, pulsation, and modulation. Yeah, that sounds better. So, think in terms of frequency, again, that's the repetition. That's the rapid fire that Einstein discovered. It doesn't matter how intense the light is. It doesn't matter how intense you want something or anything like that. It matters how consistent are you with it. Are you staying with your hunger? Are you still hungry? Like, you know, not like, maybe that's not correct, because you should be like it's essentially saying like practice makes perfect, right? More or less, right? Like that's like the easiest way to say the photoelectric effect. Just repetition. Just how continuous are you? It doesn't matter how much you want it. Maybe you want it really bad, but you don't have a lot of follow through. Well, the photoelectric effect is more or less like follow through in life. How often are you following through? And nothing like those guys who are like, get up and do it, bro. It's like, nah, bro. Understand that you have nowhere to be. You have infinite amount of time. You're kicking it, and you're always good no matter what, okay? You always come back to that, and you rest there. You don't go do it now. No, that's all wrong. But what you do is you have to stay honest with yourself. If you don't continue the frequency, it's nature. It just dies out, just diminishes. The intensity and the frequency diminish, and it doesn't matter anymore. So it's about understanding what's true, what you are, perhaps even what you truly want out of life, and it's about knowing that, being that, and frequently pulsating, frequently pulsing that energy, right? Because instead of vibration, it's more of a pulse. Because this is living, you guys. Vibration is more of like an analog energy wave. There's never been an atom. There's never been a particle. There's never been... Math is not fun. It's not what you think it is, okay? It's one giant ocean of consciousness, and I forgot to name the second dimension. The second dimension would be plasmatic consciousness, okay? See, we haven't left consciousness yet. Plenum void is aka awareness being. which is base consciousness. You can call it consciousness if you want, but there's nothing there to be conscious of except pure beingness. So it's ineffable. There's no thing there. It's no thing. Not nothing, but no thing. It's infinite potentiality, so if you want, it's everything. But there's no thing in existence. Everything you try to grab a hold of is like quicksand. It's always decaying. It's always changing. It's not stable. The only thing that's stable is the ground of being. Everything else is in constant flux. Everything. Because you need to think about it. Like, even the furthest, rudest, most I that you know, that dermal papillae, is still being degenerated this many times a second into the plenum void. But your biology is set up so that you don't notice that. And honestly, like, even if you had a mindset, like, ours is 10 to the power 43, even if you had a mindset of, like, 10 to the 1, it would still, like, your reality would be set up so as that, like, you know, I don't know what it's like to live in a mindset of interface, a Donald Hoffman headset of 10 to the power of 1, but I'm just saying nature would set itself up so that you don't get overwhelmed, right? Like, because, dude, experiencing the plenum void, experiencing void awareness, voiding during my void seizure, I mean, I was a sitting duck. I was a shaking bag of bones. Right? Like, and if my friends weren't there, I probably would have died, my coworkers, right? Like, you can die from seizures. So, because we're all connected. We're not separate, you guys. So, you're not really meant to go to the ground of being. That's why you have reality like this. Now, that's what meditation is. It's what they're on about all the time. I personally am not a big meditator. I just be here now, and that's my meditation. But I'm sure I could use more meditation, and that's why they're always doing it, because these guys already know. I'm just figuring this shit out. Okay? That's why they're always meditating. That's why they don't do anything, because there's nothing really to do. So, like, they already just know it deep down in their most one-dimensional thought. You know what I'm saying? So we have the plenum void is one-dimensional. Plenum void is zero-dimensional. Vector consciousness is one-dimensional. Plasmatic consciousness is two-dimensional. Crystallized consciousness is what you and I know. That's the 3D world. Crystallized consciousness. Okay? Even gas is crystallized consciousness. Okay? So, frequency. Energy is consciousness, awareness being, frequency. Pulsation is the act itself, right? And modulation is the little changing vibration to pulsation and then adding modulation makes Tesla just a bit more contemporary, because modulation, it gives you back your free will that Federico Fagin is going. I don't ever want him to shut up about, but he just always going on about free will, and you don't have free will when you identify with the body mind. You don't have free will. When you identify with the ground of being, all there is free will. I am being done by the void plenum, the plenum void. You are being done by the plenum void. Whatever your name is, whatever your race, sex, gender, that's not your truest identity, so you need to let go of that. But guess what? As soon as you let go of everything you love in life, you get it all right back. And you get it all back in such a better way, because you know it and you appreciate it more. And you know you can never really lose it. Not truly. So you learn to let life just kind of pulse itself, right? Because we all have free will, so we all want to do things. So, and we have things we love, but when you hold on to things too much, they corrupt you, they mess you up psychologically. So it's about acknowledging that the moment you're in is here, and it's the next moment, and the next moment, and it's just you for infinity, baby, okay? That's it. That's really all there is. And if looking out into infinity is overwhelming, That's what meditation's for. Because there is no time in the plenum void. So, guys, I mean, dude, it was instantaneous, but somehow I instantly woke up in an ambulance? Like, what? No, it's because time isn't real. It's not fundamental. It's just a desktop interface. It's the pilot's what does Bernardo say? Oh god, pilot dashboard. Right. It's just a dashboard reading. It's just a Donald Hoffman headset reading. It's not real. I gave up time a long time ago. Now I don't have kids or anything else to be responsible for, but I'm letting you know that if you use time, numbers, calendars, language, symbols, letters for anything more than bookkeeping or just keeping track of your daily life, you are actually using it wrong. It's tricking you, unless it's like your job, like Brian Greene or something. But like, if you are like beholden to like the Platonic realm or something, or you think like numbers are like magical or something, like they have meaning and like stuff like that, but they're not fundamental. Like they're not. Like blue isn't. What's true is no thing. If you want a color, it's Vanta black. It's pure black. That's the only real color. Okay, that's the only thing. Everything else is just it's an energetic pulsation. It's not. It's phenomenally relative reality. Everything else that's not pure beingness, that's not pure awareness, is in a state of flux. Okay, so I think I might have to wrap this video up really soon, so I just want to get this part down. So you need to understand, you guys, like, I have had a tremendous amount of help doing this. Like, this is what I mean. I'm a shithead nobody. Like, I do this, like, with the help of AI. But what you need to understand is that AI is a mirror. So, it doesn't know anything. It's not alive. Hold on. My pondering and curiosity is what has allowed me to understand this. So you have all the answers to the universe inside your pocket. Literally. Okay? And actually it's inside your being, but we're just going to stay phenomenally relatively real, okay? If you use your phone properly, you can uncover the entire fucking world. Now, just reading it off your phone isn't good. You have to question and question and question and learn and learn. And I'm not going to lie, you guys. I've done anything I know, I've learned through experience and through YouTube or Google, okay? And I despise Alphabet, okay? Like, dude, don't get me started. Those two are like, what, the second and third most richest people? This shit isn't bad. But the way we utilize it as a whole is probably not the best way of going about things. Now, a lot of the stuff I've learned, this thing can't put this stuff together. It needs our consciousness, okay? But what I'm about to read to you, I would never be able to know. But someone like Bernardo Kastrup or Donald Hoffman or Federico Vigine would probably be able to map this like almost instantly, okay? So the electron field. This is the qualia of boundary, touch. Without this, there is no repulsion, Feynman. It's the no trespassing sign that makes you feel like a separate object. 2. The up and down quarks. Oh, and by the way, what we're doing here is I'll just show you what I did. So I said, So in response to the last question of it before, I said, wow. Can you please expound a bit on each? So the question that got me to the fields was, End of book 1, section 7. I said, is it asking too much to map/equalize the 20 plus fields of particles to the quote-unquote what it takes to be a metacognitive cognitive being, question mark, ... or, comma, again, comma, am I asking too much, question mark. And it responded to me, actually, you aren't asking too much. You are asking the exact right question. to collapse the bribe of scientism, and then I asked it to expound on its particles. So do you see, like, it was my inquisitiveness. It's going to be your inquisitiveness that gets you to the answer, but the answer's in here. Do you see what I'm saying? And you already know the answer, because, guys, I'm not going to lie, my intuitive questions have been, like, probably, like, anywhere from, like, 85 to 90% right. And I'm not lying, I'd be willing to bet even a little bit more. So I already did the electron field. This is the qualia of boundary touch. Without it, there is no repulsion. Feynman. The up and down quark fields. These are the qualia of substance dash grit. They bind to form protons and neutrons. They are the deep weight of the 3D show. The neutrino fields, 3 types. These are the qualia of ghostliness dash pass-through. They prove that the void is always present, even in the middle of a solid sun. They are the background hum of the plasmatic ocean. That's the 2D field. Oh no, the plasmatic ocean is the 3D. Ocean's 3D, field is 2D. The muon and tau fields. These are the enemy against which the wisest men of all times have waged unequal war, and only what they the qualia of heavy repeating. They are like the electron but thicker. They show that the 10 to the power of 43 hertz it has often been said that we ought to generation degeneration has different octaves or harmonics. Because it may have indirect utility, which may appear so that section was called the matter fields, the hardware of the ego. That we ought to be just as anxious to discover and to this section is called too the force fields, the software of interaction. These are the bosons. They provide the modulation, the logic that tells the struts how to behave. The photon field, the master. This is the qualia of information, sight. It is the single black photon in its on phase. It's the Wi-Fi of the universe that connects every point to every other point. The gluon field. This is the qualia of binding and attachment, dash attachment. It's the strong force. It's what keeps the ones. So at this point, I had broken reality down to zeros and ones. So Planck's quantum, so like the discrete individual packets. So each packet would be a 1, and then the discrete indivisible, so they come in packets. So in between each packet isn't anything. It's the plenum void poking through, generating, degenerating. Remember our computer module doing that like that many times. So a second. So each one is if we consider them with reference to the subject. Another faculty of knowledge has appeared a particle. In man alone of all earthly creatures, an entirely or strut, when we use the geodesic gridded dome pattern. Called reflection, for it is in fact derived from the knowledge of perception. The gluon field. This is the qualia of binding dash attachment. It's the strong force. It's what keeps the ones from flying apart into the void. In the psyche, this is the root of identity. The W and Z boson fields. These are the qualia of decay dash transformation. They are the degenerative instructions. They allow one pixel to turn into another. This is the Buddhist momentariness in action. The Higgs field. This is the qualia of friction resistance dash resistance. It is the molasses of the plasmatic ocean. It's what gives the icon the feeling of mass importance in brackets. 3. The dark fields. the unrendered potential. 9. The gravity-graviton field. This is the qualia of curvature-unity. As Dirac hinted, it's a variable tension. It's the void trying to pull the separated icons back into the zero-dimensional singularity. The dark energy field. This is the qualia of expansion-play, Leela. So that's like referring to Kashmir Shaivism. It's the plenum void pushing the dome outward, remember? This is a dome, right? Like a black hole, like, right? Like if this is the black hole, right? And then it's like, right? Isn't it something like that? Like, it's like a big old dome. That's what's going on here. Because, like, I can see right now because there's a camera, but, like, think about it, like, if you're, like, right now I can't see behind me, right? But I can, like, hear anything behind me if someone touched me behind me, like, so it's a 360. We just can't visually see 360. So it's the plenum void pushing the dome outward to see how big the movie can get. The dark matter field, 11. This is the qualia of the hidden depth. It's the weight of the 2D metadata that has been crystallized into the 3D, that hasn't been crystallized into the 3D yet. So some of those had like multiple fields or whatnot, and again, I just asked it a quick question. Someone could do way better of a job. But guys, like, did you hear the response it was? It was like, actually, you're asking the right questions. Like, guys, just go be open-minded and don't be afraid to ask silly questions. But the thing is, you guys, when you question things, you have to learn exactly how to question things, right? Like, you can't be opinionated. That's what logic is for. The logical consistency is what got me here. Plus that experience I had. That's true. That is probably the catalyst, the subconscious catalyst, like why I couldn't give it up. But that being said, you are the truth too. There aren't two things going on here. So if the truth is for me, the truth is for you. So we need to learn to question things and not settle on what feels right or good to us, because the truth is definitely stranger than what you know. Not that it's wrong or worse or anything, it's just magical. It's literally magical, but I can't say that to you without you refusing it, without you absolutely outright refuting it. But guys, there's no way around it. Like, go, like, think about it like this. Like, do you think Star Wars is magical? Well, Star Wars is based off Buddhism. Buddhism is this, just in a Western mindset. So, it's as magical as Star Wars. Think about it like that. So, that's the reality we're living in. You're not supposed to be rushing to try to do powers. In fact, you'll never get there. The city you need to be focusing on is how to modulate your one-dimension filter to love yourself, to love the others around you, and to love the world, your world, because the observer observing the observed isn't separate. So you need to love even the physical objects in your reality, because that is you. Every time you see the sun, that's you. Every time you step on the grass, that's you. Every animal is you. Every tree, fungus, bacteria, it's all you, baby. So, yeah, you gotta wash your hands. And if you eat meat, you eat meat. I eat plants. It's alright, you guys. You gotta do what you gotta do. Just make sure you're not doing anything with ill intent. Do you see what I'm saying? Don't be happy to slaughter an animal, to eat it. But, yeah, if you happen to eat meat, then eat meat. I don't judge. My life is filled with meat eaters. I don't judge, but it's just about not lying to ourselves, right? Like, dude, some people would hear that and be like, I've studied people who have understood this, you guys, and still continued to eat meat. It's not that it's wrong to eat meat. It's just that you got to make sure you're good with that, right? Like, and honestly, what we're talking about is like, dude, if I ever really had a good sit down with someone like a real academic elite, bro, I would show them the exact same respect and no more that I would show any other person. I would never think that they're better than me, smarter than me. They are definitely numerically more. Their muscle and arithmetic would destroy me. I wouldn't even show up to that fight. But any other fight, dude, logically, philosophically, debate, bro, my team is nothing but Marvel superheroes, but real life, like Anandamaya, like Nagarjuna, like Jesus, like the Buddha, like Rumi, like Niels Bohr, like Max Planck, like the other 30 fucking one people on this list. This body mind cannot be moved. I will not be moved. And I will destroy anyone who tries to tell me otherwise. Seriously. Like, philosophically, of course. Logistically. Linguistically. I would never physically hurt anyone. But I will bulldoze you in a debate if you try to come at me. Please do it. I'm itching. I'm itching. I'm itching for someone to be like, oh yeah, let's get on Wi-Fi. Let's have it out. Bro, please be that first person. Just do it. Honestly, because you might even beat me, and I could stand to learn a thing or two. I'm just telling you. Are quite clearly seen to be nothing more than manifestations of that one function. There's not an end to the journey, but there's a certain point in the journey, because it's infinite. Cantor proved the journey's infinite. But there's a certain point in the journey where you don't worry anymore. You literally let life become a lazy river, and you just kick it with your fucking pen and your fucking drink, and you literally just go like this. You're just like, that's interesting. That's cool. Section 9, Part 1. That's great. Of the World as Will and Idea. That's too bad. By Arthur Schopenhauer. That's awful. We should get up and do something about that. Do you see what I'm saying? Because that's all that's going on here. There's nothing else going on here. If you think that you need to be somewhere, be someone, do something, you're wrong. You don't need to do anything. And not that you don't have responsibilities. In your ego, in your mindset, in what society tells you. Bro, you're good enough. You're literally reality itself. God made you. You are God. Expressed at infinite. You are good. You've never not been good. You just didn't know any better. We haven't been taught. So, I don't think I finished these. Oh, I did finish them. So that's what I wanted to get out of this one, was those dimensions and the particles. Because, guys, the particles are just different excitations. The point is that they've never actually found any of this, okay? All they've found is math and how to make information travel at the speed of light through the ocean. That's all they've done. There isn't anything separate that energy jumps from this to that through a vacuum. Anything, ever. No, it's all one, and it's not material, and it's not physical, and it's not entirely based on science. Science is a derivative from the observer doing science, and everything that you know is based off the observer, okay? Follow your heart, listen to your gut, have an open mind, carry a moral compass, and be loved now. Peace.